Hi everybody, welcome back to my channels, and today I'm going to show you the new KangDao and CangFai model, the number 3 Rose Finch, which is basically a phoenix bird. I think it's come from one of the 4 beats from the Chinese legend. So I already got it, the green dragon of the east and white tiger of the west, and this one is a red phoenix of the south, I think. I could be wrong. And also there is another one called the black turtle of the north. So I got that one on pre-order as well, so I'm just waiting for that. Anyway, so this guy is the first time I'm very excited because I never have a girl figures in my collection before. So this is the only girls Gundam looking style figures that I have here, so which is really cool. And so it comes with quite a lot of accessories. So if you get it from the Bombasby or ShowZ store, they cost around about 90 pounds roughly, I think. But the shipping cost is a bit expensive. I have to pay for about 45 pounds, something like that, for shipping cost, which is kind of like half the price of this actual figure cost, which is kind of expensive. But then again, the boxes, as you can see here in the back, is kind of big, so it's massive actually, and can also come with quite a lot of accessory as well. So considering the price that I pay for all the metal build Gundam, I think this is definitely worth the money. Even with the shipping cost, is really good. So anyway, let's get started with it. So it comes with quite a lot of accessory, as you can see here. And let's start with the biggest one, which is the wing here. As you can see, it's really big and heavy, and comes with quite a lot of joints and loads of coloring as well. So basically, it's really nice to do articulation, so you can do a lot of different joints here. You can go sideways, and you can also turn left here and left and right. You can also make this one to go up and down as well, but the joints are nice and stiff here, so that is a good thing, I suppose, because you don't want this one to keep on falling around all the time. And also you got these another joints here that you can go left and right, and you can also go forward and backward as well. I don't want to push too hard in here because in case if I break anything off, so I'm just gonna show you very a little bit like this, so I'm sorry about that. But obviously if you have it in your hand, you can push as far as you want to go, so and also you got all this nice lovely so like a peacock sort of style, and also you can articulate this giant piece as well, and also the small piece as well. And also this head looking thing can also a little bit move. You can do a lot of different articulation down here as well, so you have a lot of joint here that can go forward and backward, up and down, sideways, also a different way. So yeah, this is really cool and nice and heavy as well, which I'm a bit worried about. I mean, the main reason why is that it's holding on this tiny little plastic piece here, right? I'm not sure you can see here, but I wonder how is this gonna hold on to the actual figure itself in the back for a long period of time. Hopefully it doesn't fall down and drape over a period of time, so that's what I worry about, because it's quite a heavy piece actually. But other than that, I don't have no complaint here whatsoever. It's really lovely. You cannot even fit on the screen here. It's really big. I like this little yellow translucent part as well, which is very nice. Right, so that's that. And also go with this part as well, the circle one, which can go to about here, I think. So this is the top part and the wing is the bottom part, right? So that's how it's supposed to go, I think. And if you look on the photo here, as you can see here, so that is a giant circle, right? So that's how it's supposed to look like. So yeah, there we are. And also comes with quite a lot of accessory, as I was mentioning to you before. So you do get these articulated tail. I think this is 3 of them. So all you gotta do is plug it underneath of this wing, and that was all attached together. So this is very nice, and they're all articulated on every single ball joint here, which is very nice. So that is cool. And so that is that. And then you also have this round circle thing at the top. I'm not sure what it does, to be honest. And you got one pack here which can go to the back of the figure, and if I take this out, this one can actually turn into some kind of like bowl, so I can actually stretch it all out and then make it look like some kind of bowl with this some kind of energy effects here. so which is basically plug it in to this little plastic piece, and then I can also plug it at the bottom part here. So yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. As a arrow, there is no arrow here, which is kind of weird. And you got this little handle that which you can pull it up, right? Or you can push it in to hide it. And the only arrow effect you have is this energy effects. Basically, it's supposed to go like that. And so I'm assuming that this is all energy effects that goes with the arrow. There is no arrow as such, so there is no physical one, I mean. So it's all gonna be like energy effects, I suppose. So you just have to pretend that it is there, basically. That's the only weird thing. Other than that, it's not too bad, you know. So this is really cool. So this is a secondary weapon, I would assume, because you also have this one giant sort of like, you know, like that side kind of from the weapon from the Wing Gundam. So it is very cool. You can also articulate it, and it looks like some kind of like a bird as well. And this second part can also articulatable. So basically this is they can all articulate it. This stick here is actually made of die-cut, it's the metal, and the rest is all plastic, obviously. And you can see here it looks like some kind of fire bird head as well, so sort of like a phoenix head. So everything is like a red and white theme with the golden effects. So it definitely goes well with the phoenix theme, basically. And you also have this thing. I'm not exactly sure what this is. Is it supposed to be weapon, some kind of dagger or whatever, sort of like a lotus flower style looking thing, but it doesn't go with anything else. I think it just like that. I'm not sure what you can do with this. And you have tons of pair of hands as well. So I got loads of hands. And you got this different kind of hands. You got this one with the square shape, so I assume that this will go with the bow. And then you also have the circle shape, so which is basically that will go with the some kind of, you know, how do I call this thing? I don't know how do you call this. It's not X, or it's not like lens. I don't know what you call that. Soul? No, it's definitely not soul. Anyway, so you get the idea. So that is that for that weapon. And you also have the opening hands and couple of relaxed hands as well. So you got something like that, and you also have something like this. So that's the hands that comes with it, right? So that's that. What else I haven't shown you? Oh yeah, the head. So you got two set of head sculpt, and so you got the one with the nose and mouth, and the one without it. This is sort of like a battle mode, so completely masked. And then you can also have this piece here, which you can attach to the back here, and that will make the actual figure to make it look more like a obviously girl, you know. And that's about it. So that's the another part of accessory. So what I really like is translucent soft plastic here, and this is really cool. I like that, right? And also I have this one, and all these little pieces here, translucent, and it's very nicely done. You got different tone of color. You got little white one and orange one, and little gold piece around it here as well, which is very nice. So that's the all the accessory that come with it. Right, so here we are with the main figure itself. So one thing I gotta say is absolutely beautiful in hand, and everything feel nice and solid, nice and heavy, and every joint can articulate and move around. So this is absolutely beautiful. I love that. And one thing that I have to say that it's just a lot of spike here. It's just like, look at this. This is very sharp. You know, it's really sharp, and you can actually pinch through some of the paper and stuff. Is really that sharp it is. So quite a lot of sharp end, which is really not ideal, you know. So that is the only thing, and I hope that they are not gonna hurt, you know, or if you fall down, it might snap off all these little sharp pointy thing around, which I'm worried about. Other than that, it's no problem here. And all these skirt obviously you can actually articulate as well. And also you got this some kind of tassel moving part underneath there as well, which is kind of nice. And all the side panel can also actually move and so on and so forth. So and the paint job is really nice as well. You can see that you got lovely gold on the feet, and this is a massive high heel. Look at that. And this is actually made of die cast as well, right? This whole feet here and all this, like including the heel, is actually made of die cast. It's all the way to the back, and it's nice and solid here. It's like everywhere you touch it is nice and cold. Even this part here, I thought they're plastic, but they may be actual metal as well. And some part is obviously plastic, but definitely a lot of die cast in here. I think it's gonna weigh about 550 grand or something like that. Just the figure alone. If you combine with all the accessory, I'm sure it's gonna be nearly 800 grand or something like that. But I will double check it with my scales, and then I'll put it in the description below, and you can check it out if you want to see the weight of that. And anyway, so it looks really nice, and I like the gold part, the white part, all the textures with the red part. Everything is nice and solid, absolutely beautiful. And this is where you got pack here. This is where you put this round circle thingy at the top, and then this is the where the wing where it goes here. So there are two holes here, so that's where you're gonna put your figures. And yeah, so it is very lovely here on the back, and the waist is very tiny, and because she's a girl, so all these parts can also articulate and move, obviously. So it is very nicely done. I like all the clear translucent part of the red pieces and stuff, which is very nice. Well, I have absolutely no complaint here. So oh yeah, there is an LED light up feature as well, if I dim the light. And all you gotta do is you just have to tap this little magnet part here, and one end is not, the other end is the magnet. So if you tap it, and it will turn into some kind of blue light here, which is nice and lovely. So see, there you go. So that's how it's supposed to look like. So that is very nicely done. Unfortunately, they don't have the second different color on this head sculpt. I mean, the white tiger, for example, you got the blue LED light and a red LED light, but in this one, both of them are the same blue, so it doesn't make any difference. But unfortunately, this one I have when I open, it's kind of broken. So I asked the Bomba Speed to see whether they can send me the replacement for this part and see what they're gonna say. And hopefully they fix something about it, and they do something about it. We never had any problem like this in the past. So this is the first time I have to contact the Bomba Speed customer service and saying that, hey, something broken, can you do something about it? ShowZ was the with my Motor Nuclear hose tail, and luckily they fixed it for me. If they can't fix it, they give me quite a lot of kind of like refund back or something like that, which is fair enough, and I'm happy with the solution that they did. But let's see with the Bomba Speed, see how they respond to that as well. So anyway, so let's talk about articulation here. The articulation is very good, just like normal metal build, and the only thing I have to tell you is the pointy things are the problem, right? So say for example here, see this pointy end and this end, and when I have to adjust it around, see that they can't touch each other in this end. So you do have to be careful not to collide each other, because they can all move around. So you have to move all the stuff to move out of the way before you do anything else. So you can see here, there are three parts here. So you got the one of the part here, another part here, and also another part here. And they all move around, so you can actually move it around to adjust it to the way you need. And then this is how the hands will go. But obviously when you go around here more than 90 degrees, it kind of starts to clash with this pointy thing, which is another problem, right? So these are the issue with these kind of figures. So when I want to straight the hands out, you can see that it's not possible because of these things attaching to each other, so I have to move around. So you do have to be careful when you articulate around here. So this is one thing that bear in mind. And then the rest is nice, and then you can also obviously you can swivel, you can crouch and all this stuff. When you crouch, the back will extend as well, just like 30 Transformer, figures. So yeah, absolutely no problem with that kind of thing. And then you also have the head, have double ball joint, so you can go up, down, left, right. You can rotate, you can go sideways, you can do all sorts of different things. And also obviously butterfly joints, that's what they call it, is it? So you can also go up and down. So there are quite a lot of moving part here which you can actually articulate. And also obviously you can actually extend the legs around. But then again, because of quite a lot of spike around, which I have to be extra careful. So like this, for example, I can turn, but it's kind of a bit tight, so you have to be very gentle and not to break any pieces. So obviously you can go quite far away, and for the legs part and so on and so forth. And all these are die cast as well, so it's very nice and rigid, so shouldn't have any problem in terms of the articulation wise, but you do have to be careful. And then other than that, no problem. You have all the joints here on the feet as well, which means you can keep the both feet on the ground completely flat. We don't need any dynamic stand to help this guy to stand. You can actually stand as it is, on the ground. So you see, no problem here whatsoever. And obviously we'll find out when you have all the backpack and see whether they can actually maintain that weight on this. So far no problem, but yeah, I'm gonna attach all of them now. And now I'll show you what it's gonna look like at the end. And yes, so here we are, and we got all the accessories and weapons and everything is put on, and this is fully loaded. And so yeah, it's really cool figures, and I definitely recommend it. And so given the price that I paid for, this is definitely worth it. So yeah, I hope that you find this video very helpful. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.